Well, good afternoon. This is Nancy from FancyNancyStamps.com, and I'd like to welcome you to my studio where we're going to be playing with Color and Contour today. But before we get started, I want to remind you that summer shenanigans has begun in my studio, and that means you are handsomely rewarded for your participation in all things Fancy Nancy. While you're here today, be sure and give me a comment or let me know that you're here. Just say I'm here in the comment section. If you would be so kind as to share this video, that would be even better. For each one of those two items, saying I'm here or sharing the video today, you get an entry into my Summer Shenanigans giveaway. Each month, on the 20th of the month, I will be giving a drawing to, we'll be drawing from these entries. People get entries if they participate in a class, whether it's online or face-to-face, if they place an order of $50 or more, if they participate on my Facebook page and watch videos, or if they go to my YouTube channel. And that YouTube channel is, again, Nancy at FancyNancyStamps.com, and it's Nancy Comstock, and I encourage you to join me. Later today, I will also place the dimensions and the instructions for this card on my blog, and that's at www.FancyNancyStamps.com /blog. Come and join me anytime. So while we're at it, let's just get right to it, because I've been thinking about this card all night when I just happened to notice on Facebook last night that a gal in my husband's office had gotten engaged. And so I wanted to let her know that I had noticed and that I wished her well. So let's play around a little bit. The stamp set is Color and Contour. And I decided that I was going to use my hand-penned paper, which we all know and love, and I chose this piece. Look at the beautiful yellows, the fresh freesia. It looks like shaded spruce and pool party. I'm kind of excited to play around with this today. So let's just see what we can come up with. Right off the top, I know that I left my stamps in the room next door, but that's all right. We'll get to them in just a minute. So I'm going to start with a piece of pool party, and this pool party is cut 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to fold that piece of paper in half. As my students would say, this is a hamburger fold. And I'm going to use my bone folder to get a nice crisp fold. And then I am going to create some fun on the front of this card with those colors that I just showed you. So I'm going to take my hand-penned paper, and this is a piece of shaded spruce. This shaded spruce piece was cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and then this one is just 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. And where is my adhesive? Oh, nope. Don't you love moments like this? Well, let's see if this one will do it for me. I normally use just my Stamp and Seal rather than my Stamp and Seal Plus, but when I reached, it wasn't here. And I'm sure I'll see it in just a minute. Pick it up. I think this is going to give just enough drama to this little piece of paper to really make this fun. Yep, I was afraid this would happen to me. Stamp and Seal Plus is just so much fun. I'll be right back. It often gets caught up in the rough texture of your cardstock, and I find that I'm much more successful with my Stamp and Seal. So let's see if we've got this. I'm just going to put this on the card front. There we go. I want to create two different pieces. This for the front, and I'll explain that in a minute, and this one for the inside. But I'm going to do pretty close to the same thing. So let me grab the stamps that I left in the next to the sink. Whew. Thank goodness that's a place that's close. And I have chosen from this Color and Contour set, I'm going to do this flower right here with the fill-ins. I'm going to use the So Happy For You because I think that one will be perfect. So, boy, I did something wrong already. I just thought of this. I had some pretty ribbon in mind here. So I think while I'm thinking about it, I better put this on. This gal is a very feminine, sweet person, and I just want to make sure that I capture her in her card. So, there we go. And I want this bow to be somewhat off to the side because I have a little something I'm putting down the. I have the feeling I didn't get this centered enough, but we'll see here. I love tying bows on camera. I just never quite seem to get it on the first try. I want you to know, were you not watching, I would probably get it on the first time, as she says with confidence. I don't know. Okay. Not bad, she says. Not bad. Okay. We're going to go with it. Okay. So, I'm going to just make sure that everything's good to go here. Yep. Alrighty. Now, back to these two little pieces I was going to do. I want to use my shaded spruce to create my outline. So, let's do that first. Ah, very nice. Well done. I don't think I still, there we go. So there's our first one, and I want to do a second. Now this one is going to go on the inside of the card, and I've already planned that I'm going to put this at the very bottom. So this has got to be up a little higher. Nice. All right. So then my next thing was I wanted to put some color into these flowers, and this is a two-step stamping stamp, but I wanted different colors, so I'm going to color them, and we're going to, as we often say, hope for the best. So I'm using daffodil yellow for this flower and this flower. And I'm going to use my freesia, my fresh freesia, for the other two. So it'll be this bottom. And this little bloom at the very top, a little blossom at the very top. Give it a good huff. I'm going to lay it down on this card, and the cool thing about this particular set is it isn't designed to be on there just perfect. So we just eye it as close as we can, and we have a cute little card. So let's do it again because I want to do it on the same thing on this one. think this brings out the coloring love of mine. Now notice that I'm using a Stampin' Write marker and not one of our alcohol blends. Alcohol blends are not designed to be used directly on your stamps. So while you might have a color you'd like to do that with, please don't, because it's not a good thing for your stamps. Alrighty, let's see what we got. I'm kind of using the top bloom when you're getting my head. I hope not. I'm trying not to. There we go. And that's going to be what I'm going to do for my flowers, but I also have a sentiment that I want to use, which is so very happy for you, as we definitely are. And I'm using Pool Party for this. I'm just tucking it under the branch of this card. It just feels like it should be there. Now, I told you I was going to put this little strip, which is just a leftover strip from cutting out this piece of paper. I want to make sure that there is definitely an up and down, and I want to get that right. Let's get back to my stamp and seal. I always like to leave a little white at the bottom. It just makes me feel better. Looking good. I think I have a little tiny strip, and I'm going to trim that off. And then I want to put that on. Remember, I'm all about drama, so I wanted to put it on a piece of the shaded spruce. So let's do that. And now I can put that on the inside, and you can see that once I mix it with that Pool Party, how rich and pretty that is. Let's see how the stamp seal does not cause me any grief with this, with the nap, I think that's what you would call it, of the paper. It doesn't pick it up. It's happy. I'm happy. Alrighty, here we go. So very happy for you. It's nice and straight, and it's in. So let's go back to the front and back to that little piece I did. And I want to definitely just put this on another piece of green. Again, drama, drama, drama. And I'm going to put this right over here in this corner, just so you know where I'm going with it. And then we have to do jewels, because it wouldn't be a Fancy Nancy card without jewels. Actually, it just wouldn't be a Fancy Nancy card without layers. And I think we've succeeded in that today. This Color and Contour set I see myself using for a million different things, because it's got action in it. It's got color to add, or you can just, I think it would be pretty just in a black and white, to be honest with you. And I just think it's got a lot of uses, both for almost every kind of card. Okay, I've got this cute little thing, so I want to do it about like that, and then I'll adjust my ribbon, I think top and bottom, just a little bit more. There we go. And I think I could just make these little bow pieces just slightly smaller. Trim it off just a little bit more. Just about ready to add my glue dot. You know how you do that, just to make sure everything stays in its proper place. There we go. smaller there. I think I might have got it on that round. I can play with a bow for hours. Okay, now I went to my stash and I found these pretty little pearls. And I think they're from last year's catalog. I'm just not sure. But look at those with this card. You can see I just need to use them, right? So let's just, I'm going to use my scissor because I took my Take a Pick tool off my desk to teach a class this morning. I'm still fussing with this bow. Don't mind me. Okay. And I am going to add 3 of these little pearls right here. Oh, I love that. Do I stop now or do I add? I think I stop. Got to remember that less is more. I'm going to trim this up one more time just because. Don't want it to go over the edge. Okay, what do you think? I think we have a really pretty card to wish somebody very well. Okay, so very happy for you. Tiffany, it's on its way to you. Friends, be sure and comment today. And don't forget Summer Shenanigans because we're going to continue to have a lot of fun. And know that I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. And I think that I am going to be playing with Flowers of Friendship tomorrow morning. So look forward to seeing you all. And it will be my 15th day of my 15 years celebration with Stampin' Up, which was my goal when I started, was to do 15 days of cards in the month of June to celebrate my anniversary with Stampin' Up. It's been 15 great years. It's one that I invite you on the journey with me if you'd like to come. All you have to do is send me a little email and you and I will talk. But in the meantime, stamp away. Enjoy your stamping, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning at 10 a.m. Bye now.